Hey, my flaves. It's your girl, the Flavor Queen. How are y'all doing this evening? Y'all, it's Saturday night. It's like 10:45. I need to be in the bed, but I will be honest with y'all. I have been running all day today. Um, I had stuff planned to do, and then my son reached out to me. So I had to go end up doing some ripping and running with him and his girlfriend, but anyhow, I had meetings and then I had some work stuff to do. But anyhow, I'm sitting here reflecting because most of you know I'm trying to start my business, the Flavor Queen, which is like soul food, um, comfort foods, comfort desserts, the things that I grew up on. A lot of you probably grew up on as well. So I did an event last night. Last night was my first time being a vendor. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm holding the phone and my arm is hurting. So I'm hoping. Okay. So I was a vendor at an event for the first time last night. And my prayer was that I didn't want to overbake and do too many different desserts and things like that. But y'all excuse me. I know I'm looking a mess. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. So after I record this, I'm going to bed. But so I did a couple different options. I did 2 pound cakes. I did a Biscoff cookie butter mile high pound cake, which it was my first time doing a mile high pound cake because I actually forgot that I had a bundt pan big enough to do a mile high pound cake. So I did that, and then I also did a strawberry crunch cheesecake pound cake. So both of them were really good. I was pleased with how they turned out. I also attempted to do a sweet potato honey bun cake, but it did not turn out right. The inside was not the right texture. I don't know exactly what I did with it. I was kind of rushing. I had some sweet potatoes. I was just trying to use them up, and I really need to go back and work on that recipe. But anyhow, not what I came on here for. So what I came on here for was because, like I said earlier, I've been reflecting, just like, okay, how did it go? What could I have done better? What went well? What didn't go well? You know. So like I said, this was my first time being a vendor. For the most part, I think as far as my setup, I think it was pretty good. There are some few cosmetic things that I don't know if you want to say cosmetic, but there's a few things that I would like to work on as far as like how I advertise myself, how I market, and like at the actual event, the other ladies that were there were, several vendors, but they're all together. There were three of us that had some type of food or edible product, right? So, by me being a newbie, I didn't have things like to show like how I accept payments and like a menu list of like what I have and how much it costs. So little things like that I do, realize that if I choose to do this again, which I do hope and pray that I get the opportunity to be a vendor again, those are things that I will work on. Also, in addition to the pound cakes, I did little cheesecake shooters, which they were in a cup. I like that. I think they were like 4 ounce cups or something like that, or maybe five. So I did a cherry cheesecake shooter, and it had cinnamon sugar chessmen cookies in it as like the crust. And then I put a whole one on top, and some whipped cream on top of that. And then I also did salted caramel cheesecake shooters, which had salted caramel uh, chessmen cookies. So, as far as the products that I served, overall, I was pleased with them. I did not have anything set up for like keeping the cheesecake shooters cold. So they were pretty cold in the bag. The bag that I transported them in was insulated and I had some ice packs in there. So they stayed cold in there. So they really never got hot. And the room we were in was very cold. Like it was, yeah, the air was working well. But, so I only made, just in full transparency, I made $22. Um, and I actually didn't realize I made that much. I thought I only made 15. But um I ended up selling four products, four items, and like I said, I thought I only made 15, but when I woke up this morning and looked at Cash App, somebody had Cash App me for a dessert that I didn't even know. I didn't get a notification for either, for any of the items that I was paid for. I just happened to open up Cash App to realize like, oh, I got another payment. Um so and the first lady, when she paid me, I went in there to make sure that she paid me. So that's how I was able to see that she had paid me. And then I had one customer that paid me cash. So overall, I sold four items, made $22. Um, Someone asked me did I think my items were overpriced. I don't think they were, because when I look online at other people who sold pretty much same thing I sell, their prices were pretty much right in the ballpark of where mine are. I definitely feel like the vendor, the lady, no disrespect to her. I love her. She had a beautiful, she is a vibe. Like she is that kind of person. She has that energy. But she made the money. Now I don't know what she had to pay out, but she charged the vendor fee and then she charged people to come to the event. There wasn't a lot of people there, so that was another thing. I don't know how she completely advertises her events. She does do several events in the Nashville, well, in the Middle Tennessee area. So I'm not sure how she really advertises. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a little discouraged because I put a lot of money into making those desserts. Because if you're a baker, price of eggs is going down and things like that, but then the price of milk is going up. Like I went to Walmart to buy some evaporated milk. Evaporated milk has literally been like 50 cents a can, and now it's almost $2. It's like $1.50 at Walmart, and then I think Kroger is like $1.80 something or 70 something. I don't know, but it's up there. I mean, little things like that, evaporated milk, eggs, flour, sugar, butter. We all know butter is expensive unless you can catch it on sale somewhere, and even then it's gonna be like $2.49 or $2.99 on sale. So it's really, then I had to buy, the packaging, the containers and things like that. I knew this, I knew these were expenses because I watched so many other people like on different social media platforms talk about how they've set up their like business, especially food business and things like that. A couple weeks ago, I did like a Soulful Sunday, and I sold, I think, 6 plates. Um, and so, the enemy comes in, he tries his best. He tries his best to, tell you you may as well give it up. And I know this is what I have been purposed and called to do. This is a part of my ministry. This is something that is healing for me. And I'm not just somebody who cooks and, thinks that she can cook. I am confident in what I do, and people have told me that I'm a really good cook. People have actually told me that my food has blessed them. That means a lot to me because I don't want to just cook just to make money or cook just for the accolades and the pats on the back. I want to cook to impact people's lives and be able to use food to share my journey and give my testimony on how I went from using food to um, cover up my anxiety, my depression, my low self-esteem, and different things like that, to using food to, one, nourish me, and two, as comfort, but a healthy comfort. Not just feeling like, oh, I'm sad, I'm depressed, nobody loves me, let me go in here and eat a whole cake. But using food to say, hey, food can be comforting in a good way. Food does make you feel good, right? When you're well fed, you feel good. So I want to be able to leave that kind of an impact in people's lives. But anyhow, I'm rambling because by now it's probably close to 11 o'clock p.m. But I just wanted to share my journey, and also in that, hopefully it will encourage somebody who may be saying, I want to do this. We can't get discouraged. The Bible says, be not weary in well doing. And God has been bringing that scripture back to me so many times in the last couple of weeks. Be not weary in well doing, for if you faint not, you shall reap. Or I think it says, you shall reap if you faint not. But either way, it's saying don't give up. It's going to come, but you got to wait for it. You got to hold on. You got to be patient. So I don't know who needs to hear this tonight. I'm not putting this on any other social media platform. This is strictly for YouTube. So you may not catch it on August 15th, 2026. You may not see this video until November 2nd of 2027. I don't know. But whenever you see it, you're seeing it for a reason. And just know that you cannot give up. After last night, I was ready to just be like, you know what, it's not worth it. Maybe, God, maybe this is not what I need to be doing. Maybe I misheard what you were telling me to do. Maybe this gift that I have is really not for me to try and pursue a business. Maybe I'm just supposed to cook for people. I saw a lady today earlier on another social media platform, and then I'm going to try and wrap this up. And she said, when you take the R out of free, it's fee. People don't really want to mess with you when you put a fee on something. When you put a fee on your product, when you put a price on your gift and your talent and your hard work, people don't want to fool with you. Now, if I got on here or got on some social media or put out a mass text and said, hey, I got free slices of cake, come get them. At 11 o'clock at night, I can guarantee you somebody would pull up in my driveway and say, hey, let me get that free slice of cake. Or they would say, hey, can I get it tomorrow? Or can you bring it to church or whatever, bring it to work? But I can guarantee you I could get rid of that cake. People see your gift as long as it doesn't cost them anything to see it. I felt that. So, what I would say to anybody who is trying to start any type of business, if you are feeling discouraged, don't give up. Stand on business, because me right now, I tend to, when things don't work out, I buckle, I fold a little bit. But I'm determined to push. I'm determined to stand on business. And I am believing that God is going to do it for all of us, not just some of us. He's going to do it for all of us because we love him. He says all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So I'm here to tell somebody, if you love the Lord and you know that you have been called according to his purpose, that what you do is a part of his purpose and it's going to give him glory, then don't give up. Don't give up. I am sitting on so many ideas that right now I don't know what to do with them, but I'm going to get my notebook, my handy dandy notebook, and I'm going to start writing them out. And I'm going to pray over them. And I'm going to believe, God, that they will come to fruition. They will manifest. And I'm praying that for whoever is watching this tonight, whatever it is that you're doing, that you want to do, you're trying to do, but you can't seem to get your foot in the door. You can't seem to get it together. Know that it will come to pass. Stand strong and keep the faith. And remember, when life starts lifing, just add a little flavor to it. That's all you need. It will change your life. I love y'all. God bless you. Continue to help me build this channel. Please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, do all the things. I know this may have been long and boring to some people, but I just really wanted to share my experience as I begin this journey as an entrepreneur who works a full-time job, who is an empty nester mom, and all the things, and trying to navigate my life now just as it's just me now. My son has moved out and looks like he's getting ready to start a family of his own. So yeah, you know what that means. I got to start thinking of what I'm going to be called. Am I going to be called Gigi, Nene, TT, Mimi? I don't know. But anyhow, we got a little time to work on that. But yeah, so now I'm trying to get back to me, or find me. I don't know if I can get back to me, because I don't ever really know if I knew me. I've just always been in just like a robot. I just go. I'm doing for other people all the time, and I never really stopped to figure out, what do I want. And so now I'm in that place of my life where, I'm sorry y'all, I'm trying to record and watch a video at the same time. But cuz I'm trying to get some ideas on some things I want to do. But yeah, just y'all, just enjoy the journey. It's gonna be full of ups and downs, hills, curves. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and laugh at the same time. All the things. But don't give up. Anyhow, I love y'all again. I've said it once. I'm gonna keep saying it till somebody catches it. I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. All right, y'all have a good night. Love you. Bye-bye.